treated seriously.
Oh.
And it's not like it's not treated seriously at all in the future games. Just much, much less so. I think the best way to sum it up is, here are your rival prosecutors in each game. I'm not going to spoil you the plot, and the games are self-contained, or telling you the titles of these prosecutors or what there's about them that's interesting. Isn't a spoiler. Ace Attorney 2. The prosecutor whips you. And everybody else, including the judge.
Oh.
Ace Attorney 3. The prosecutor throws coffee at you. And drinks coffee. A lot of coffee. Ace Attorney 4. The prosecutor is also a rock star.
Huh.
Is actually the best prosecutor in the series, though, if you ask me personally, is the one in Ace Attorney 4.
Oh.
Ace Attorney 5. The prosecutor is a prisoner on death row. Yes. Who keeps breaking out of his handcuffs that he's in.
Oh.
During the cases, because he gets, like, super hangry. Ace Attorney 6, which is the most recent... Yes. The prosecutor is a monk who has some kind of psychic powers to keep throwing magic beams at you. To be fair, having psychic powers in that game isn't that weird.
Oh.
Oh, also, by the end of the series, Phoenix Wright basically has a superpowered team of superpowered lawyers. He has a magic lying detecting rock. Apollo has a super sight that allows him to see everyone's nervous tics. Athena has super hearing. And yes, right. they are at least in Phoenix's case, it's actual magic. And I guess in Apollo and Athena's, they just have like weirdly good eyesight and hearing.
Oh.
Yeah, Ace Attorney gets weird. And it starts weird. And I have managed to tell you that without spoiling any of the major plot twists.
Huh.
And just think about it. I told you all that. None of those are considered plot twists. You must imagine what the actual plot twists are like in the game. Resident Evil 8's coming out actually pretty soon.
Oh, yeah?
What are you getting that on?
Probably PC.
Ah. Can your PC run it?
Yeah.
That's cool. I guess my PC could too if I wanted to, so that's pretty good, so. I never bothered to ask how good your PC actually is.
Oh.
But yeah, fair enough. Getting it on PC, that makes sense. I don't know. That's like the big thing is like is now that I have a PC that can play games, it's like it's kind of like a no-brainer in a lot of cases because it's like I can just plug in my controller. Although I have realized something about the Switch Pro controller. Its dead zone is not a particularly great place for playing a lot of PC games. You might have noticed when we were playing Hitman the other day, I kept seeming like I was like walking weirdly or I was aiming weirdly.
Oh.
It's because the dead zone isn't in the dead center of this controller.
Huh. Right.
Which has made shooting Agent 47's gun a pretty hard task. Not impossible, but yeah, I spend a lot of time adjusting my aim. Although, to be fair, not as much time as he spent solving that bloody mystery the other day, in which the answer was just take pictures of things with our camera.
Yeah.
Also, make explosions. Also, look around for the bloody crowbar. Also, don't take that apple out of that bowl.
Because it explodes.
I don't know, that's going to be a highlight to me. That's like we have a list of Hitman highlights.
Mhm.
That's going on them.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember how long I was laughing when that happened?
Yeah.
That's crazy. And somehow we basically got Silent Assassin during that, despite how I ended up breaking into the butler's room.
Explosion. Yeah.
Ugh. The look on my face when I found that bloody propane tank. Although, admittedly, we could have just used the crowbar.
Yeah.
Somehow I missed it twice.
Yeah. It was like right by the greenhouse.
I will say, I got more experience for that level than we did in the first one.
Oh.
Dang it, why am I doing that? Why do I keep trying? The mushroom is, like, very hard to get.
Hmm.
If you aim it right, you can knock it into the hole, and then you can get it easily, but otherwise, no. We're approaching the last hour of this stream, and we've beaten one level today.
Nice.
Nope, I messed it up. No mushroom for me. And I died. At least we don't have to go play another level just to get to this level.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Let's see. Here is a weird question, Dill, I came up with.
Oh.
If you were told you have to go back in time and remove one character from the Smash roster, who would it be? And it's a have to, not optional.
Have to.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot I don't really
Play?
care about.
And I guess some character games you don't play, right?
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I would remove Pyro and Mythra so I don't have to play Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Oh. I would just either Rob or Game & Watch.
You know what? It's weird. When I first played as Game & Watch in Brawl, I didn't like him, but he's grown on me since.
Oh.
Yeah. Rob, on the other hand, I've never quite gotten the hang of. If you asked me back in Brawl, I'd have said Jigglypuff. Hands down.
Oh.
Back in my Brawl days, I could never play Jigglypuff. Couldn't do it. I did it. I did Jigglypuff good in Melee.
Oh.
For a while, my mains in Melee were Mewtwo, Jigglypuff, and Kirby. I realized that 2 of my mains were Pokemon. Ironically, at that point, I had played none of their games. But just from look alone, I had thought we had unlocked all the characters, then we unlocked Mewtwo, so I got kind of excited.
Mm-hmm.
So I played as him. Jigglypuff in my head was, oh look, it's another Kirby. She's not, but little kid, that's how my brain went.
Mm-hmm.
And Kirby has been my main character for a while. But come Brawl, for whatever reason, I could basically play every character decently in Brawl. Oh. Now that I'm so used to them in Ultimate, I don't think I could go back to them, but I could play every character decently in Brawl.
Right.
But for whatever reason, Jigglypuff, I couldn't play her.
Hmm.
I don't know what they fixed in Wii U, but I could play her as of Wii U.
Interesting.
Although there is one character in Wii U, or like Wii U and above, I can't quite get the hang of. Olimar.
Olimar.
I loved how Olimar played in Brawl.
They reduced his Pikmin.
Not only that, I don't know, just his moves felt less weight to them.
Oh.
Even like his stronger moves. Like the ones he did keep. But I guess when it comes down to it, the character like that I have the most trouble playing at these days. Who is it? Is it Olimar? I don't think it's Olimar. No, it's Min Min. I can't play Min Min.
I can work with.
What?
I can work with Min Min.
I mean, I guess as a balance, I'm really good with Terry. But Min Min, I just can't touch. Sephiroth, though, is really fun to play as. If we're reviewing DLC characters. Like, good with him or not, he is super fun to play as.
Yeah.
I actually don't know if I ever got around to doing a spirit board. Because we ended up picking up Sephiroth early, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And so we did our original fight a little early.
Mm-hmm.
And because of this, I don't think I ever... And his spirit board was never enabled. I don't think I ever did it. So all I have to do is whenever I go to do Pyra and Mithras. I did his classic mode because that was available right away. And also, I know why they made him a boss rush. Sephiroth is kind of OP. Like, is that just me or is that everyone? Sephiroth's OP.
I don't know.
Sephiroth's OP, please don't nerf. He's really fun to play as. But I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up banned in tournaments.
I can look at the tier list.
Oh, yeah, do that.
There's like official ones, but
There's not official ones, but people usually have a good look at this.
That's true. Whatever. Shut up, stupid website. There. Does this website have Sephiroth?
I guess that's when was it last updated? Which I guess back in the Wii U, back in the Brawl days, that wasn't the thing you had to think about. Because they're like, oh, it's for the same game. But now it's like, they're constantly adding new characters, so how recent it's updated is now something I'm like, how recently was this updated?
They put them at bottom of, like, I guess there's weak, average, good, strong, best. And they put them at the bottom of strong.
Ah, really? I guess maybe whilst he seems overpowered to a novice like myself, maybe there's some technical stuff to make other characters good at countering him.
Mm.
In fact, there almost certainly is, but either way, he is super fun to play.
This one lets me make my own tier list.
Just all the links and everyone else's garbage. But you make, I guess it was Rob and Game & Watch extra garbage.
Extra garbo.
I mean, I say that, but talking about you're pretty much good with like all the characters.
Yeah, like I can play with them, but I just have the least attachment to them.
That's fair. Of course, links your main. The link boys are your main.
Yeah. Does this one have Sephiroth?
Sephiroth, ba ba.
A tier.
And I guess Steve can be fun to play with, but not fun to fight with. Like, my stance is if you're doing some, like, super cool extra game mode, Steve's probably really fun. If you're doing a straight-up fight...
Spend so much time digging.
Yeah, Steve is...
It kind of just feels like a chore.
Exactly. And I love Minecraft, make no mistake. I mean, how many hours do we have in that game at this point?
A lot. Does this site not have Sephiroth?
I mean, again, it wouldn't be a surprise. Not all of them would. On account of Sephiroth being,
As Min Min.
He has Min Min, so that's as far as it goes.
Is it? Who was after Min Min?
Steve.
Steve. Does that have Steve?
It's Min Min, Steve, Sephiroth. I mean, I guess technically Pyra and Mithra, but they can't be tiered yet. They can't get them yet.
Yeah, I think it just ended at Min Min.
See, it's a weird thought. But again, though, I like that Smash Bros. Is getting DLC. It's taking a hint into my wallet, make no mistake. But I've been enjoying it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's exciting, and everyone's getting all hyped every time. Smash Bros. Ultimate has managed to keep being a hype game.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually, the Switch is going to die. And that new console is going to need some Smash Bros. Representation. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Whether it's just a re-release of Ultimate, which at this point people might say, yeah, that's probably what you should do. Because it's noted, like, there's no way they can get all the characters again otherwise.
Yeah.
But if you do a re-release, they would have to add new characters, hopefully, right? That'd be the hope.
Yeah.
So I guess that means when
after
this,
a few new ones.
What?
Ultimate again, but with just some new ones.
With some new ones, and then also another round of DLC. I would think that's what they do.
That would be cool.
I mean, to be fair, they ended up doing one more round of the DLC than they wanted to. Which has meant that there is 12 additional characters beyond the initial roster this time around.
Mm-hmm.
And all of them play unique. I think that's something that I think often gets like washed away in the praise you'll make for these bloody games. These DLC.
Mm-hmm.
Every single DLC character in some way plays uniquely. Like, yeah, sure. Like to give Piranha Plant has a super floaty but also really fun to play as, in my opinion. Joker has Arsene.
Mm-hmm.
Who was after Joker? I'm trying to remember the order of DLC characters.
Joker. I'm forgetting.
Like, I know who I don't remember what order it was. It wasn't Banjo next. It wouldn't have been Banjo next, right?
I don't think it was. Was it?
Was the
Someone
second?
between.
I don't think it was Min Min either.
Hero and Banjo.
Right, Hero. Hero has his down special. Enough said.
List of attacks.
Yeah, which I guess gives him more attacks than anybody else. Sorry, let me rephrase. Hero has his down specials.
Yeah.
Which is a comprehensive list. Banjo has his supercharge, which I mean isn't that special, but it's kinda cool.
Mm-hmm.
Number four Terry? Number 4 is Terry, yes. Terry is basically just Ryu and Ken again, but but for some reason I'm really good at him for some reason. Byleth has a large selection of weapons, even though canonically he doesn't wield any of those weapons.
He uses one not even one at a time,
Well,
just one in a playthrough.
Not even. The only one he gets to use canonically is a sword.
Oh.
Well, technically you could give him one of the other weapons in your playthrough, but that would be a stupid person's thing to do because he can't use them at their full potential. There's a mechanic in Fire Emblem Three Houses which basically says certain weapons are best used by certain people.
Oh.
Like, they're legendary weapons that, like, respond to specific crests, which is basically like your family, you're a descendant of so-and-so.
Mm-hmm.
Your character does have a crest, kind of. It's a little complicated, but he does. And his crest gives him the big spiky sword.
like you.
The whip sword he has, that's the one weapon he actually uses.
Hmm.
The bow, the axe, and the spear, unless you're playing really stupidly, he would never use them.
Hmm.
Because they're weapons that literally belong to the leaders of the house. The 3 houses. And so they use those weapons really well.
Mm-hmm.
Claude uses the bow, Dimitri uses the spear, and Edelgard uses the axe. Sorry, I'm not 100% sure. I never actually did those 2 guys. I did the Claude run.
Mm.
Golden Deer, which is the Mimi one, so that's fun. One of the weirdest jokes in Fire Emblem is anytime Claude is depicted, it must be upside down. Because on the box art of the game, he's upside down. And also, Claude's voice... You know how a big trend lately has been voice actors streaming their own games?
Mm-hmm.
Claude's voice actor did that, and he, like, really leaned into the meme sometimes. To be fair, he also intended to romance himself, so...
Oh.
I mean, I'm curious. If you voiced in a game, would you stream it? Because it's been such a common thing lately. I mean, let me rephrase. If you voiced in a game, would you then play the game? Is the first question.
Probably.
Would you stream your first playthrough? You don't
maybe. No.
If I streamed it, would you co-com on it?
Maybe.
I mean, you did make this. You weren't voicing this in Mario World, and you're already co-comming on it.
I mean, yeah, but
would you be like? I mean, fair. You wouldn't really voice in a game. That's not a thing you'd do. Is I guess the ultimate truth of that scenario I'm suggesting.
no.
It would have to be really. I don't know what type of game would get you to actually voice in a game. Like, that's not a thing that I think you characteristically would do.
Interesting.
I have to attack him. Hup, did I win? Oh, you have to land! That sucks. Resnors. Resnors are awful creatures. I think we must engage clutch mode. We haven't engaged it much today. Mainly because today's been kind of podcasty.
Mm-hmm.
Which is fine, I guess. Maybe that's what. Maybe I'll just cut out the audio and release it as a 3-hour podcast. If people liked our first one, here's a 3-hour podcast with us acting as if we're playing Mario World.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll put that in the tag this time. Podcast. Yeah, no, the point is, even Min Min, who I suck as, is a unique gimmick to her. And of course, Steve is so complicated, they had to literally reprogram every stage. And obviously, we know now why.
Mm-hmm.
It's because every stage had to have a block value attached to it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I had a good idea something I might do next time I play Among Us.
Oh.
I would customize my character, pick my skin as white, because I think it's the best color character for this. Wear like the wear no hat, but wear the suit and like the suit costume, and call my character Agent 47. Next time I play Hitman, I might do that, or not Hitman, Among Us.
Right.
I mean, obviously, I'm gonna play as Agent 47 next time. Actually, no, I'm gonna play as random a security guard probably.
Hmm.
But yeah, and then if I get imposter, I can pretend to be Agent 47. It's an idea I had. Thought that's something I might do.
Hmm.
There's now a mod going around in Among Us that's like a Town of Salem mod outright. that just adds a bunch of Town of Salem stuff. Although, kind of a weird way they've gone about doing it. And not all of the roles are Town of Salem roles.
Oh.
Like, one of the roles in that mod is Time Master, who can just rewind time whenever they feel like. It's a very OP mod, and what basically ends up happening is they will witness a murder, rewind time, report, emergency meeting, so-and-so killed me.
Wow. Sounds like cheating.
Oh, it's is the Town of Salem mod balanced? No. It is not. Like, the combo of roles is just so skewed against the imposters in that mod. Like, but that's not why people play those mods.
No.
It's not for a balanced experience. Not that mod, especially.
Fun.
It's for fun, exactly. It's for chaos and fun. But trust me, if I was playing a serious game with that mod, I would be so pissed every time that happens. Alright, I killed Bob. Now to vent and hide. Oh, fluff. And even worse, the sheriff role from the original mod, which basically acts as a vigilante, might as well be, is in this game where basically a sheriff can kill an imposter, but if they try and kill an innocent crewmate, they will die instead. Now, imagine that role, the sheriff, being killed by and killed then time traveled. What would they do? They'd kill you, right?
Yeah.
So what would basically happen would be, all right, I killed Bob. Oh, dang it, Bob killed me. And of course, once you've killed them, they wouldn't hesitate to shoot you because they know you're bad. The point being, yeah, not balanced. Not balanced, but oddly fun. Today really has been a podcast. I might title one of these 2 episodes podcast. Although at this point, I'm really only uploading them for posterity. No one's really been watching them. Like, I don't know. Maybe gameplay content is a lot harder. I think gameplay content is a lot harder to break into than a lot of non-gameplay content on YouTube. I wonder if I started adding in a face cam, if I should do that. I think what I would do, and maybe this is a stupid idea, because I always co-com with people when I do this. This is why it's kind of why I don't do face cam, because it'd be weird for me to have a face cam and then you not to. But what if I have a face cam and then I give you a VTuber avatar?
That would be funny.
Is that something you'd actually be interested in doing?
I don't know.
I mean, the thing about VTubers is it actually uses like face tracking technology, so you would still need to set up a camera.
Yeah.
And also, what would the latency on that be? You adding a thing to my stream from your house?
Yeah. That would be.
Still, it might be something we mess. I would say this before we do it on stream, we'd mess around with it off stream.
Yeah.
Get an idea of how it would work. Because I kind of want to play around VTuber software. I just don't want to be a VTuber.
Exclusively, yeah.
Not even just exclusive. Just, I don't know. I think if I were to use VTubering, I would do it to add plots to my Twitch streams.
Oh.
Like a bunch of villains randomly start appearing.
Huh.
That's how I would use it, just for myself. Like, But I also like the idea of maybe theming the VTuber avatar, like changing it around every time and theming it around whatever game is currently being played. Which means, I guess, what would it be? No, I know what it would be. It would be one of the why is her name? Yiga. It would be Yiga from Breath of the Wild. It would be Yigadil.
Yes.
And it would be, and they would be carrying a banana.
Banana.
I will say this. One of the things that Age of Calamity did was they tried to make Koga who is in the game. As it turns out, that guy is really old. They kind of tried to make him an empathetic character to a degree.
Koga, the leader of the Yiga.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, he kind of gets a kind of a redemption arc of all things. In a prequel alternate history game.
Yeah.
Basically, the true villain of that game ends up betraying him. So he kind of change, and he realizes that a lot of the reasons that the Yiga slipped from the Sheikah in the first place aren't true in the case with Zelda. So they kind of just bury the hatchets.
Oh.
Yeah, that game is also really weird. Because it is a sequel that kind of it's a prequel that kind of doesn't, because it uses time travel, doesn't have the usual caveat of, I will say this, there's a part where the new heroes from the actual Breath of the Wild game go back in time.
Oh.
I think the idea was we want everything that was in Breath of the Wild to be playable. You can play as one of the shrine guys. You can play as Hetsu. You can play as the Great Fairies. I don't recommend it. They're the worst characters in the game.
Right.
In a Miso game, you don't need to hit particularly hard to do a lot of damage, because you just don't.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only advantage they have, but they are a huge target. It is impossible to dodge as them.
Yeah.
Like, trying to do a one-hit mission with them would be nigh impossible. I'll also state that I wasn't a big fan of playing as Zelda in the game.
Oh.
I'm trying to think, like, which playable character... I guess, here, name a character and ask me if they're playable.
From Breath of the Wild?
Breath of the Wild, yeah. I want to see if you can figure out who...
I don't think I know enough characters. The bird guy who plays the...
Okay, Cass isn't playable.
Oh. Okay.
But that was a good guess.
The guy who builds your house or whatever.
Okay, you know what? It's actually really easy. You can just pick any of the minor NPCs, I've just realized.
I know people hate him, apparently.
Really?
Yeah, because he doesn't leave your house after he finishes making it. They just sit outside.
I mean, is he on your property, though?
It's just outside.
Yeah, the question is, where does your property line begin and end?
Yeah, just sits outside your house.
I mean, eventually everyone just moves to Super Awesome Town.
Except he doesn't.
Wait, does he not? He does, though.
Nope. He goes back to sitting in front of your house.
Really?
Yeah.
So, like, there's no way to not have someone in front of your house, then?
Yeah. That's why people actually hate it.
And here I was excited to actually do Super Awesome Town. Also, I know it's not called Super Awesome Town. It's called Terry Town. Which is good representation of the greatest Smash character, so. Although it's weird because Terry doesn't have Sun in his name, so he wouldn't be allowed in.
That's true.
You know what? I bet you that's why you can't name your character in that game. Because then you could use yourself as a loophole. I'm Link's son. Yeah. I will say, it's a good thing there are so many people in Hyrule that have that name.
Mm-hmm.
Or that prefix at the end of their name. Suffix at the end of their name. And they're all also... Terrytown is a horrible place when you think of that policy. That is a horrible policy.
If that was son.
You have to have the name, son. Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be a thing eventually. Skyward Sword's coming out again.
Oh, yeah.
You going to go back through and play the game?
Maybe.
I mean, no motion. The motion controls are optional this time.
They are.
Maybe some of those minigames will become easier, and as a result...
They're optional.
Yep, the motion controls are optional.
Huh. Nice.
I mean, they're basically for the... Like, yeah, they're optional. It's like, some of them are use touchscreen controls instead, but not in the swordplay.
Hmm.
So yeah, you can your swordplay can be non-motion control now.
Interesting.
Does that like change your
Wonder-
opinion? Maybe
wonder
someday
how that
Link can
works.
be a lefty again.
I mean,
He could have been a lefty again in Breath of the Wild.
Nope.
Kind of pissed he isn't.
Why?
Because we don't get enough representation. Okay, I realize just for the record, I'm being jokey, Dill. I realize that there are a lot of people way more underrepresented and way more deserving than just left-handed people. I will say, though, the fact that there wasn't left-handed mode in Breath of the and Skyward Sword kind of annoyed me when I was playing through it.
That is a bit weird, yeah.
I mean, no Nintendo game has left-handed mode, though. But you think Link, having up to that point been traditionally left-handed, could have been one, you know?
Hmm.
But no. Trust me, playing any game that in which like the side of the screen that things are on matters is annoying as a left-handed person. Because we just inherently hold the controller differently.
Mm-hmm.
Which I will also tell you made playing through Galaxy again kind of annoying. Although ultimately, if I was playing, it was when I was playing a handheld mode, my room was like, what side should I hold these on? Actually, I kind of wonder, why was it like that? Either way. I mean, we've already discussed, though, whatever difficulties I had in the most played in handheld mode, I 100% in the Galaxy.
I mean, does it matter much in Galaxy? Isn't it just like point at the screen
Not
and shake
really
the
in Galaxy, no. But oddly, coming to the Switch version afterwards... I'm sorry, my phone's gone off like a million times. And I have literally zero ideas where it is.
Hmm.
But at this point, I also don't really care because it's not really important. Although wherever it is, it's very muffled. Alright, back to biz. Right, yeah, no, but coming to the Switch version of Galaxy and trying to play it in console docked mode with a Wii Remote and Nunchuck, or Switch controllers,
Mm-hmm.
there's a bit of confusion because unlike with the Wii Remote and Nunchuck, left-handed people, or at least me specifically, I hold the Switch the same as everybody else. Or hold the Joy-Con the same as everyone else. I don't know why Wii Remote and Nunchuck was so... I think I know what it is. I know why now. It's because when the Wii is just a Wii Remote, right? As a left-handed person, what hand am I going to hold the Wii Remote in?
The left.
Exactly. So when you add in the Nunchuck, well, I'm going to keep holding the Wii Remote in the left hand despite so, right? That's the big trick here. The thing is, Joy-Cons are almost never just Joy-Cons.
Mm.
And when they are, they're virtually the same. By design. The point being, that's why left-handed people hold Wii Remote so weird. Although I love how Andrew always instinctively held the Wii Remote nunchuck left-handed. Oops.
Yeah, I don't know.
I broke
It's
the
really
rule.
weird.
Just forget I said it. But yeah, he does, and it was weird. Even when I wasn't passing it to him. Because I got it when I was passing to him. It's like, hey, here it is, man. It's like, okay, yeah, he wouldn't realize he's supposed to change the direction they're in.
Yeah, like
But when you'd pass to him, or anyone else would,
he would still do it left hand.
yeah,
Because that means he's walking with like his right hand.
exactly. Which, again, I
Not what
do
he's
that.
supposed to do.
No, it is not. Well, again, I'd argue it is what you're supposed to do if you're left-handed.
Yeah, but if you're right-handed,
No, and it was clearly causing him a lot of trouble. In any game we'd play with the remote nunchuck, it would cause him so much trouble.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. What's the psychology about that? Why does he do that?
I don't know.
But yeah, just in general, motion controls have, as much as I actually am not as against them as other people, it's been a real
Mhm.
bane in left-handed society side. So I guess here, if I don't hate motion controls, I mean, other people just shouldn't. I'm, again, being facetious a little, but yeah, no. But it has been genuinely annoying because a lot of them are like, this is something that makes sense if you're right-handed, not so much left-handed.
Mm.
Not all of them, but a lot of them. Now, Guitar Hero was at least nice enough. Mind you, I suck at rhythm games.
Mhm.
But Guitar Hero, and I believe Rock Band too, were at least nice enough to have a Southpaw mode. But it's just a
Nice.
shame Skyward Sword didn't. And maybe the Switch remake will.
They'll add it. Maybe. Don't know.
It's kind of doubtful.
Yeah, I
I
doubt it too. But
I know that the Wii port of Twilight Princess Link was right-handed, but that's because they mirrored that game for some reason.
yeah, they did that for some reason.
Why, actually, now that I think, but what is that some reason?
I don't know.
Could you Google that? Why did they mirror Twilight Princess in the Wii version?
Sure.
Because it seems like a weird choice to make in the first place. Like, you're releasing both games at the same time. They're the same game. Oh, wait. Maybe, I think it was actually to make him right-handed.
Why is the Wii? It's because the Wii version is. Wait.
What?
Okay. I guess someone asked the question, why is the mirrored world considered a con?
Oh.
And this is responding by saying it's because Mii version is only mirrored because Nintendo wanted Link to be right-handed. Motion controls will cater to the right-handed people, the Wii remote. I guess it's just that.
So again,
remote,
why
right.
couldn't they have a left-handed mode where they just unmirrored it? The lefties could play.
I don't know.
Again, like I was saying, I'm just saying, it's so much consideration when it would have been zero effort to adjust the game so that I could have as much fun as everybody else.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
I think, did Smooth move? Did WarioWare Smooth Who Moves have a left-handed mode? I think it did.
Maybe.
But yeah. Just saying, it's like, as someone who not only am I left-handed, I am super left-handed.
Oh.
My right hand sucks. Period. I can barely move it properly. Sucks that much. It's a wonder I can press these buttons with a thing.
Hmm.
Again, I am exaggerating, but not by that much. But the point being, how difficult would it have been to just make the game somewhat lefty compatible? The answer, apparently, very, according to Nintendo. And every other video game company. Like, I get back in the day when being left-handed was, like, super taboo for some stupid reason.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a thing. That was the case. The left hand was considered the hand of the devil.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. You would get hit by a ruler in like Catholic schools for using your left hand. Glad those days ended. Right?
Yeah. That would be really dumb.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, I don't know if even then I'd be able to use my right hand. Like, I don't know. As someone whose right hand might as well not exist. I say that, but then I couldn't really play video games, so no. I still want my right hand.
Mm.
See, it can't do much, but it can at least press the other buttons on the other side of the controller.
Mm-hmm.
Which is all I really need it to do. I mean, look, my eyes already make certain games hard enough for me. In fact, I think every disability I've got somehow makes video games harder for me, yet I still love them. I'm not that left-handed as a disability, obviously, it's not. But I'm left-handed, and a lot of motion control games don't cater to that. My eyes mean my depth perception and hand-eye coordination is awful by design.
Mm-hmm.
My memory means if I turn around once, I don't know where I've been. It's no wonder I suck at video games. Yet somehow I'm slowly starting to get on your level in Smash occasionally. Yeah, I realize that slowly is the correct word there. Like, I ain't nowhere close to your level really yet. And obviously I am even farther away from that of the actual pros. Though I'm not sure after all that stuff happened what pros are currently respected. I don't mean that as a sarcastic remark. I don't know what pros are currently respected.
Genuinely.
Yeah, like I genuinely don't know. I like all I knew was a good chunk of them were like did horrible things.
Yeah. I know like 3.
3 of them did?
3 survived.
Oh, 3 survived. Wow, must be a pretty nice competition for the cup this year. I don't know why I assume there's a cup involved in the Smash tournament. What?
That I can think of, at least.
No, I have to imagine it's like a 3-person tournament. Everyone else was kicked out because they sucked, as it turns out.
Yeah.
There was a whole stuff with the Melee tournament that just got... Not only did they cancel the Melee tournament, they canceled the Splatoon tournament because someone was wearing a shirt that said Free Melee.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sucky.
Yeah.
And that's why I said at the top, it's like, Nintendo does sucky things, but they make good games.
Yeah.
Kinda wish they didn't do that, though.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we're back at Mr. Resi. Can we defeat the Nor? Should we defeat the Nor? Oh my god, I have like no blocks left. I can't jump on that. These guys are hard. To think, in New Super Mario Bros., these guys are super easy. They're a joke in that game. But not so much in this game.
Nope.
Huh. I guess... Did you actually follow competitive Smash at all, or no?
Tiny bit.
Fair enough. That's, I guess, a fair amount to follow it. For a very small amount of time, I followed competitive Rocket League, of all things.
Oh.
Yeah. It was back in the day when I was super into that game. I don't play it anymore because it's... I don't know. Just haven't quite felt strong about it lately, you know? Doesn't help that you just got your copy of it revoked for some reason.
Yeah.
Did they ever give it to you back?
I haven't looked, but probably not.
Like, it doesn't, like, as long as you have PS Plus, you should have access to your PS Plus library. But for some reason, they're like, no, you can't keep Rocket League.
Rocket League is a band.
From you, specifically. Everyone else can keep it. Well, I guess, no, it wouldn't be you being banned from Rocket League in that case. It is, they're banned you in the worst way possible. Without telling you were banned. Dang it, that was stupid. That was a good plan, though, I think. But it was stupid. It was both a great plan and stupid. We'll see how many more runs this we got. Just keep podcasting. That's what this has been.
Yeah.
I wonder if having a channel banner would all increase viewership somehow. I assume it helps, at least a little bit, to set me apart. But probably only a little bit.
Yeah.
Right. Anyways, let's see. What's the next thing I want to talk about? Are there any franchises in Smash you'd say are overrepresented or underrepresented? I mean, the qualifications, they have to already be represented to qualify for either category.
I mean, I feel like the easy one is Fire Emblem.
I mean, Chris, doesn't Pokemon have more reps than Fire Emblem, though?
Does it?
I think so. We could do a count, I guess.
Let's see.
I mean, it also helps that if you want to get technical, Pokemon also has all the Pokeballs.
Yeah.
But no, I'm just talking in fighters, really.
So for Pokemon, we got Pikachu. One. Wait, is this the full thing? There we go. Pikachu, Jigglypuff, Pichu.
I mean, here's a question: Is Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charizard 3 different characters, or?
I don't know.
There are modes where they basically are counted as that.
Yeah. First, okay, then some Mewtwo.
Yes! I did it!
Say Pokemon Trainer for now.
We beat 2 levels! We beat 2 levels in this stream!
6 with Lucario.
Do. And
7
save?
with
Yay, we get to keep it. Whee!
8 with Incineroar. Is that all of them? 8.
Did you get Greninja?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 8. If
V.
you consider Pokemon Trainer 2 more.
It would be 10. It would be 10.
So 8 or 10. If you consider Pokemon Trainer. I didn't miss anyone, did I?
Is it going to come down to the Pokemon Trainer tiebreaker is the question.
And then Fire Emblem we got.
Oh, that's death.
We got Marth, Lucina, Roy, Crom, Ike.
Mm-hmm.
No one there. Robin 6. Corin 7.
That makes Byleth. Wait.
Byleth 8.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think so.
They're tied
They're
by
evening.
What?
Unless they're equal, unless you count Pokemon Trainer as 3.
Which I guess means Pokemon wins by a fraction? By default? Because there is no ways to qualify Fire Emblem as the winner in this weird competition we made up.
Yeah.
There is one way to qualify Pokemon as the winner. Therefore, by that logic, Pokemon wins.
Yeah.
So, congratulations, Pokemon. You're the most overrepresented franchise. But that's the easy one, obviously.
Yeah.
And then also you added the Pokeballs and, like, double duh. Fair, that's the easy one.
Zelda has 6.
Yeah, 6
Which is
Zelda.
why
And half of them are Link.
Yeah.
Half of them are Link.
Yeah.
It's all because, in all technicality, Toon Link in the original creations, Toon Link and Young Link might as well have been the bloody same character, right?
Sorta, yeah.
Like that's just the role they play.
Yeah.
But because Smash Ultimate's policy was everyone's here, here. Also, they were technically doing this policy for a little bit of they wanted to split up some of the connected characters.
Mm-hmm.
Although they've definitely since dropped that policy. I guess they had to bring Pokemon Trainer back in the first place. The fact that Mythra is built around it again, which just makes Pyra Myth. What?
That's so weird to me. They like purposely did away with the transformation characters, and now they're bringing it back for.
I mean, technically, that's a thing that they do in game, but I guess that's not surprising too that they do it. Otherwise, they wouldn't have made that part of their moveset.
Pokemon Trainer still does it.
Yeah, Pokemon Trainer. I think they tried. They had to because like there was no because Pokemon Trainer was technically a fighter.
Unless
like there was no unless you did have you wanted to give moveset to him that he just could never do in his games, like actually punching. But yeah, because Pokemon Trainer now technically had to be a fighter for them to qualify everyone is here. They couldn't just bring Bulbasaur and Squirtle separate, you know?
Yeah.
So Pokemon Trainer had to play the role of a fighter. And there's literally only one way to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess since the mechanic is back, yay, they can use it again.
Yeah, no.
The real question is... I mean, ultimately, whatever my opinions of the game are they going to be fun to play? I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, I think Fire Emblem is just a little bit overrepresented, but...
Mm-hmm. Yes. Is it because Fire Emblem also seems to combine all the anime swords boys?
I mean, I don't even really care about that.
But there's a decent amount. There's not even...
There's a lot of sword fighters.
Yeah.
But
I guess just a lot of games use swords as a primary means of combat.
Swords are just a common weapon in video games.
I mean, is Meta Knight an anime sword boy? Like, does he qualify?
I guess not. Because he's not really anime.
There's a Kirby anime, though.
Then, sure. Why not?
Yeah, there's a Kirby anime, and Meta Knight is in it. But I guess you're right. He's not like anime style, I guess what you mean.
Yeah.
And despite being an anime, Kirby right back at you, his art style would make like perfect sense in just a Western cartoon. I remember I used to be into that for a bit. Well, this isn't go-winnable? Seriously? I thought that was going to be go-winnable. Hey, we have a viewer. Ah! This is why you shouldn't get distracted. Oh, hey.
There's death.
It's watching. All right, we enter further into the breach of Mario World. We are 2 worlds away from beating the game, whatever that's worth to us.
Oh.
They're just 2 worlds. It might take us a while to get past. I think I'm going to call. Yeah, I think after this, my next set of lives are going to be the last one we do. If we get them over, I'll call the stream there. So next set of lives, I said.
Mm-hmm.
So we die 5 times, the stream ends. Also, I love how they made one of the hardest levels in the game trick you. Which meant that there was a good chance you had to play that level twice, despite how frustratingly hard it can be. All because you dared to go out the first exit you saw.
Mm-hmm.
But how was I supposed to know that you didn't want me to do that, game? Everything my gaming instinct has taught me is definitely do that up to this point. Except for the other times you tricked me, fair enough. Okay, fine, you've tricked me a few times. You happy? Do you like tricking me? Does it give you some sense of satisfaction? I don't know why I'm talking to the game like it can answer me back. It can't. Isn't that right, Mario? He nods. This Whee! Boop. Can our heroes beat another level? Or will this be the end for them? Not if a giant mole eats me!
Hmm.
You know. I mean, to be fair, I gotta be honest. I kind of have like sword fighters, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I also like I mean, again, fair enough, I'm playing a samurai game right now. So I guess naturally I have some inclination towards sword fighters. But just in general, like sword fighters and cowboys.
Cowboy.
I guess I'm a guy who likes samurais and cowboys. Which is great, because one of the best anime in the world have both.
Oh.
I have probably told you about it before. Appare Ranman is a racing anime, car racing, Western samurai anime. And it does all 3 genres perfectly. Like, if I can recommend any anime to you, it's that one. It is really good. Like, if you ever thought Red Dead Redemption needed more samurais, or that Ghost of Tsushima needed more cowboys, both games have neither of those things. If you thought that... Oh, and cars. Lots of cars. Oh, but if you care about historical accuracy... Not the game for you! And that's our game over.
Well...
I'm not sure if anyone was really watching. We didn't really do much this stream, but YouTube, thank you for watching. If you liked these videos, leave it a like. If you want to see more like it, do subscribe. But more importantly than any of that, have a good night.